So if you're trying to find a tech job right now, you've probably considered buying one of these services. Okay, let's just click this one. Oh my fucking god, it's already. They already have the vibe code font. Oh, this is gonna be incredible. And they have all the, oh my god, guys, they have all these like fancy transitions so that you know they're like such good coders with their quad superpowers. Okay, now how much does this cost? This costs fucking $300 a month. $300 a month for this vibe coded shitty ass product that doesn't even scale properly. So if you're considering giving these people money, I recommend that don't. You don't have to waste your money. This is a fucking ripoff. I would not trust these people when your job prospects are on the line. In fact, you can actually do everything they do for free, and it's actually pretty easy. Right now, I am on the Electron docs for the browser window object. Why am I here? Because what an interview cheat is an Electron application that makes 3 API calls in startup. Wait, I'm paying $300 a month for 3 API calls. WTF? Yeah. Let me show you how it's done. So the first thing they do is set content protection. Oh, here it is. What this does is it basically makes it so your window doesn't appear in screen capture. Then they call set always on top. What this does is it makes it so that the window, if you click on like your main browser, for example, it doesn't go into the background, so the cheat is always visible. The final API call they make is set skip taskbar, and what this does is it makes it so that your application doesn't show in the Windows tray, so you don't give away that you're cheating. So really, all you have to do is make an Electron app that calls 3 functions on startup. Wow! So I'm in Visual Studio Code right now, and I'll show you how to do it. Just create a new folder, make it an empty folder, then open the terminal. Then run npm install electron. Oh, first we need to npm init. My bad. Now we need to install Electron and Electron Forge because those are the dependencies. So you're gonna npm install Electron save dev, npm install save dev Electron Forge /CLI, and finally npx Electron Forge import. Okay, now go to package.json. It's expecting our main is an index.js, so we're going to create a file called index.js. All right, now let's get to the coding part. The first thing we're going to do is create the boilerplate for the window. So const app browser window, import Electron. Okay, now, then we're going to initialize the window with new brown. Okay, next we're gonna call those APIs to set up the window. We're gonna set skip taskbar to true, window dot always on top true, and then we are just gonna load a ChatGPT here for demo purposes. And then let's just start this. And wow, as you can see, I have a window that's always on top. And look at this, it's not going into the background when I'm clicking on VS Code. And then I can use ChatGPT from this app. Oh wow, that's crazy. One last thing we need to do is we just need to, of course, set the display affinity, or in this case, set content protection to true. Let's start this again. And wait, where did the window go? Actually, the window is visible on my screen, but because we set content protection to true, it's no longer showing up in OBS, and therefore you can't see it. Just to show you that this actually works, I used a specialized tool on my computer to capture a screenshot of this application, and as you can see, OBS does not see the window, but the window is up and running. Oh my god, you're so correct! You're so correct! This is a very basic demo, but you could improve this with GitHub Copilot to add all the other cool shit that the professional interview sheet to get my 6-fig salarinos have. I've just shown you all the hard low-level stuff. So if you're a wannabe Roy Lee and want to build the next Cluely, All the power to you. You now have the tools to put every single one of these interview cheat sellers out of business. The sky is the limit or something. I don't know.
Like, oh my god, are you encouraging cheating on interviews? I'm so going to report you to my HR lady friend and you will never get a tech job again.
Actually, I'm not. This is a purely educational video, and because this is an educational video, I will now be showing you, Mr. Interviewer, how this can be detected. Under the hood, all these Electron APIs are doing is making a Win32 API call. The one we're going to be looking at, set content protection, is just a thin wrapper for set window display affinity. Let's click here. This takes in two parameters. The first one is the handle to the window. This is going to be the browser window in Electron's case. And the second one is the affinity to set it to. So when you call set content protection, all that happens is that if you set it to true, set window display affinity will be called with the browser window and then WDA exclude from capture. And then if you set it to false, it'll pass in WDA none. Now, since this is a Windows API call that sets some state, there'll probably be another API call to get that state. I wonder what it's called. Maybe if we change the S to a G, maybe that will be the name of the API. Oh look, get window display affinity. Oh, we're also going to need a way to enumerate all the windows on the system to see which one are set to WDA exclude from capture. I wonder what Win32 API call we're going to use for its enum windows. The API call to do this is enum windows. To create this anti-cheat, all we're going to do is create a new CPP file. I'll just call it anti-cheat.cpp, and then we need to include iostream and windows.h. Those are just libraries for printing. And for getting the window functions. So now we're going to enum windows with and then find the enum proc. So this will just, every window that is currently on the system will go through this process. You need to return true, so it keeps enumerating. Then we're just gonna store the display affinity in this variable. We're gonna also store the name of the window in this buffer. Now we're gonna get the window display affinity with the call I mentioned earlier, hwind. And then we need to check that it is equal to WDA exclude from capture. And then if we find a window that is invisible to screen capture, we're just gonna get the text of the window. And then we're gonna just say invisible window detected. Okay, and the name of the window. And now let's compile this with GCC. And if we just run our application, move that aside, and then let's create a new terminal. As you can see, my cheat, my totally undetectable cheat, has just been detected. So yeah, with my anti-cheat, my shitty 22-line anti-cheat, you can detect every single interview cheat on the market. Wow, I'm so cracked, guys! I'm so cracked, guys! So what did we learn? We learned that the entire online interview arms race is spearheaded by 70 IQ monkeys who don't understand C++, because if they did, the entire cheat and anti-cheat landscape around online interviews would look totally different. If this video helped you, consider giving me a like and a comment. And if you want to use my code for your products, go ahead, but please, pretty please give me credit. It would mean a lot. Okay, that's the end of my video spiel. Bye.